Hello, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is part 10 of our Wind Waker HD playthrough. We're back home and we're going to go visit my dear grandmama. I brought some friends along because they like soup. Who
soup
are you,
is
friends?
delicious.
That's right. Grandma makes the best soup.
Grandma does make the best soup. Hey everybody, it's Namir. If you do not know me already, I make videos on video games sometimes, and you should probably go watch them.
Hello everybody, this is 13, otherwise known as Mark, as my alias. I do things sometimes, and other times I don't do things. But I'm here now, so let's do things.
Awesome.
Remember how I said I was going to get the soup? I didn't get any soup. Screw you.
I wanted to say while we were introducing ourselves in the rain there was nice little drips of water coming off Link.
Yeah. Oh,
which is another nice little effect that I appreciate.
You know where I really noticed that and really appreciated it? Because, most games... this game's older, so it gets away with it. But when, your character gets a little bit wet, their whole body gets wet. I noticed when you're playing GTA 5, if you walk into the water...
Really?
Wet up to the point where the character was, submerged.
That's cool.
What was that guy doing?
He's just pushing on that. And when you walk out of the water...
training.
When you walk out of the water, if you're wearing shoes instead of thongs or whatever, they squeak for a little bit until they dry.
That's cool.
It's a very neat little touch.
But
we're not here to talk about GTA 5.
Yeah, but I just want to mention that Metal Gear Solid 3, I think, did that too when you went into the mud. I could be wrong, though. I can't remember. But anyway, yes.
I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3. It sounds like you both have.
I believe so, Mark. It is.
Oh, so you played Metal Gear Solid 3 as well, Jess? I'm the only one here who hasn't played it.
Yeah.
Yep, you're a horrible person, Dan.
I'm terrible.
Hey!
One of these
Go in the
days,
corner
I'll
and think
get
about what you did.
One of these days, I'll get that set for the PS3 that has all of them in HD.
We can let's play those. Here you are, learning a new move from old guy with spear.
Just
Old
him.
man Jenkins.
He's got a pretty sweet beard. It's a shame about his receding hairline, though.
It makes him look distinguished. It's like he looks good in it, like Sean Connery.
His eyes creep me out. They didn't creep me out as much in the GameCube version. That's because there's no lights in here and they make it dark. They've made it darker, sorry, in the HD re-release.
No, I think it's only dark because it's stormy outside.
Yes. And
maybe
windows...
but they didn't do that in the GameCube version.
No?
Is what I'm getting at. So now his eyes are glowing, and you're very terrible at this.
I'm not very.
And yeah,
I hope he kills you.
I suck at video games. That's why this series is called Game Over Gerkinman.
Yeah.
But Game
Except
Over
you
doesn't
edit out all your game overs.
Yeah,
yes, you do. Can't get on the table. That's cheating.
It's a good thing I do because otherwise that Conker's Bad Fur Day playthrough would be 10 times as long.
Yeah. Aww.
Enough.
Oh,
See, he killed you and said enough.
I got dead.
Look at his little beer gut.
I love his beard gut.
It's cute.
And his rib cage.
Man, the anatomy. I don't know if anybody else has seen this go around, but somebody will take pictures of cartoon characters or video game characters or even animals like the Pokemon, and they'll draw the skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was one going around of Wind Waker Link, and it was just oh, when you really think about it, his rib cage was super high, and then his pelvis is 2 inches off the ground.
I will say, my body structure is actually very similar to Grandpa's here. I'm a pretty lean guy, except for that little bit of a belly.
It's true.
Yeah, me too. We should work on that.
Yeah.
Oh, look! You learn how to not do things until the button tells you to do things.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. I get impatient. That's one of my big flaws with games. I'm not a very patient person when it comes to strategy for combat.
You should never play Myst. You will go berserk.
Myst I have played, and I don't understand the appeal of looking at static images and solving static problems. It's so boring.
You're just bad at Myst.
Yeah, well, even as a kid, it was very much why do people enjoy this game? I don't understand.
I can explain it to you, but that'll be for another day. Holy crap! You just jumped halfway across the room there.
Yeah, Link's He's
a nimble little fellow.
He does what he's got to do. when a context sensitive thing comes up, you know, you do what you got to do. That's just how.
So what did you have to do with this? You had to.
You have to get 100 blows, I think, and then you get a heart.
You have to get 100 blows. Oh.
Got to get all the blow.
Ah.
I think I do it one last time. I don't know why I didn't edit all this out. I guess because then it would be like a 10-minute episode. And that would be boring. That'd be too quick.
I haven't had
Everyone
any
would complain.
soup yet. I demand soup. I was promised soup.
I left my ocarina, so I couldn't play the Song of Healing to my grandmother. So she's just sad. Unfortunately.
Sounds like she needs the Song of Happiness.
Yeah, that isn't a song. That's kind of annoying when you hit the context sensitive thing and then you roll into a wall and you get hit. But I guess they can't just have you clip through the wall. Oh, speaking of clipping, apparently there's a whole... But I don't know this, and by the time that this comes out, it'll be completely irrelevant. But there's a lot of animators complaining that in Disney's new movie, Frozen, there are scenes where the hair clips through the chick's body.
The girl's shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I saw that, yeah.
And it's funny because
people were like...
People are up in arms about it, and then I read a little thing about it, and they were talking about how like they did it both ways. They also made it so that the hair went around the shoulder, and the reason they left the clipping in there was to maintain the flow of the animation as opposed to having it like...
Was this like an actual release statement, or was this people on Tumblr?
It was an interview with the one of the lead animators. They did it
yeah,
both
the
ways.
Movements.
Yeah, they decided
movements seemed to flow better in the way they did it.
Mm,
Come on, Dan, you only need 23 more. You almost bit the bullet there.
Almost.
And that bullet was not made of chocolate. It was made of diamond. 10, 9, 8, 7... No! No!
Yep. This is...
No! Oh, God! Oh, God!
Yes!
Oh, God.
Take that, everyone.
Ah.
This is the most exciting episode in the series. This is where all the action is. Action Jackson.
Oh boy.
This whole episode is like Duke Nukem Forever. Disappointing and repetitive.
Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? I'm glad I got you guys along for the ride.
Thanks for sharing.
Well,
this.
you know, this is how it is. They can't all be amazing. I mean, I think I said this earlier. If I cut everything out of every episode, it would look very streamlined. I have to remind everyone now and then that I'm not very good.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
no,
You don't have to remind us.
Dan's fucking terrible at video games.
I'm really not very good at anything except Resident Evil 4.
Except, no, and you're pretty good at Mario Kart 64 Battle.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you.
I'm not all that good at racing, but I slaughter in the
Oh.
You know, you
battle
can
mode.
shield up whenever
He didn't know that then because this was recorded
I
like
did not
3
know that.
weeks ago.
I assumed it would have been one of those context-sensitive things where if you put the shield up, it'd still hit you and be like, "Play the game properly, boy."
No.
The shield's something that, like, actually, that's something I noticed in Link Between Worlds 2, which I just finished. I never used the shield in any of the Zelda games. In Ocarina of Time, I usually play through the entire game without even having a shield equipped, except for in the to get past specific puzzles.
Yeah, you did it. Now lose. Okay, you're losing. There were occasions in Majora's Mask, I thought, and maybe Ocarina of Time, where you had to deflect the Deku knot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember doing that in Majora's
as
Mask.
well as the mirror shield. Couldn't you get that in Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you need the mirror shield obviously to progress, but I mean the Hylian shield, like I get it. Go up Death Mountain. I'll probably lose it in like a and then be like, fuck it, I don't need it.
Well, why would you... God, learn how to play video games. Jesus.
Did you ever get the two-hand? Did you? There was a two-handed sword, the Gorgon sword.
Yeah, I used to
Big
back in the
on
day,
sword.
but I never bother with it because it's too clunky to use and you can't block while you're using it. So
Well, you
Gorgon
don't
sword.
block.
yeah, exactly.
Mark.
Yes.
Big Goron sword, or the Bigoron sword.
Big Goron sword, otherwise known as the Gorgon sword.
I'll get it.
Medusa had.
Oh.
Medusa was a Gorgon.
Well, all that for 50 rupees. Are you proud of yourself, Dan?
Yeah. So
Hey, go get
that's
that
just a good
bracelet
example of
belt
how
and
this game
okay.
likes to be the best game ever. It's kind of funny actually, and then I figured maybe Grandma would have something to say. I totally forgot that. What are you supposed to do to her to get the soup from her?
You have to give her a fairy.
Yeah, see, I just figured there was supposed to be like an action. Like I was like, I've got to do something to trigger Grandma talking to me, but it's not happening.
No, you have to. You go bomb the great fairy fountain in the forest where you found Tetra.
There's a great fairy fountain in there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm assuming you never got your soup.
I never got the soup.
Yeah.
My friend Jim had the soup. I saw him use the soup, so I knew it had something to do with that.
What does the soup do?
It doubles your attack until your first hit.
Oh.
It makes an
Yeah.
already crazy easy
You
game
messed
easier.
up. You messed up.
Yeah, I know. I done goofed, son. I just thought he's like, come here. He's like, you should probably go talk to your family. And I'm like, I didn't. I'm like, they ain't got nothing interesting to say. I just got 50 rupees off Granddad, and Grandma's talking to herself. Thanks for the suggestion, douchebag. Oh yeah, the new salvaging is all tied to the D-pad, which was nice.
That's right.
Sped things up quite a bit. Not having to equip that stuff whenever you're sailing.
Well, I always, yeah.
It seems like every single thing in this game that you dig in the ocean is a purple rupee. It's like that's all there is.
Yeah.
And salvage. It's not
rupees
always
are
going to be
hard
expensive.
pieces.
At least you didn't get like a pair of shoes.
I would have appreciated a pair of shoes because at this point I already edited out heaps of purple rupees I picked up.
Whoa, what's... Oh no! Oh god!
Yeah, serious business
Oh,
now.
what is this?
What, you don't remember this?
No, why is there like a marker?
Oh, so I can see where you're aiming.
Well, we didn't have that shit in the GameCube version. What the hell? That would have made life so much easier.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Touch-sensitive stuff. Yeah, look at that frame rate. Woo! Frame rate!
Yeah, something about the bombs. I think all the smoke effects. Like, because the game generally runs at 60 frames a second, which is, you know, awesome. But then as soon as you start doing anything with bombs, it's like, wow. The squids, the giant squids later on, they're the worst. This frame rate drops to like 15. It's super choppy. It makes it quite difficult to fight. Because I remember the original GameCube one having frame rate issues.
No.
So why was that giant stone causing that giant whirlpool?
Because it's
because gaming.
it's a spell that Jabun put up to keep people out. Crazy.
Couldn't they have just rappelled down the mountain?
Mark, the real reason is because they didn't want people to just park the boat there and shoot the wall down, because that'd be boring. They had to make it a little bit challenging. So they want you constantly moving, so they thought a whirlpool would be okay.
Anglerfish that look like this are female.
Oh dear.
It's funny, like, even though he's a giant fish, I don't particularly think of Lord Jabu Jabu. Like, his Jabu Jabu was like a whale, whereas this is like a fish.
No, Jabu Jabu was a fish.
Was he? Why did he look like a whale? His tail was the wrong way. He had a whale tail as opposed to a fish tail.
Yeah, well, he was a fish.
Wow, scale back that attitude.
I like his bug eyes, they're great.
He's an anglerfish. He should be female. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well.
You can't have female spirits in these games, Mark. It's not how Nintendo
What about
do things.
what about the fairies?
They're not spirits, they're fairies.
Technically.
No one wants to see dude fairies. Like, imagine if Tingle, every time we went to like Great Fairy Fountain, Tingle came up in a mankini.
That would be beautiful.
That.
That would be better than the Nintendo 64 Great Fairies.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
The Great Fairies in the N64 game were very unappealing visually.
They were interesting, to say the least, anyway.
It's like Nintendo tried to make attractive ladies, but the Nintendo
Out of
64 can't make attractive ladies.
Yeah.
The closest they got was Joanna Dark, and she looked like a dude.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh boy, we're up
Yep,
to your
talking to a boat. Woo!
talking to a boat. We're up to your favorite part now, Jess.
Yeah,
It's
man.
going to be a cinematic cutscene of brilliant proportions.
So big.
Yeah, the bigness.
Rock the boat, don't rock the boat.
See, it's kind of annoying seeing those scenes where I look like I'm going into the wind because I'm actually looking at the gamepad setting something up. But it looks like I'm just playing badly.
Yeah,
That's
sure, Dan.
yeah, sure that's what's happening.
No, you're gonna go right into the mountain. Look out!
Just clip my way through
He
the
who
mountains.
controls the wind controls the sail. Nice dissolve.
Yeah, Spaceballs reference. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Look out, helicopter fish, because that makes sense.
They're kind of like...
peahats.
Oh, I thought the pea hats were the ones at the Forest Haven.
Those are like giant pea hats. I call them ass
Yeah.
hats.
I call them
Assholes,
Gerkinman.
flying assholes. I don't even get it, Mark. That's just silly. You're silly.
Silly dilly. What's going on? I don't know what this is.
You gotta put the rock in the rock to make the rock rock.
Oh.
The
Octorock?
This game's got a
Dude, I've got a
bad,
boomerang. I know how to use
bad
it.
case of the collectathonies. Grab.
There's nothing wrong with collectathon games.
There is.
No, there isn't.
Look, I don't mind a bit of collecting in my games. I just don't like it when that's all a game is.
That's not
Excuse
all
me,
the same.
excuse me, Mr. Boat. We got a giant fish trying to eat me. Don't tell me stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that. I want to get out of here and get...
Oh,
Jesus.
I missed the stuff you had to do in Link to the Past, where you got the symbols and you got magic out of it. It wasn't a collectathon; it was finding magic. Who put that sign there?
Someone came out and do that.
The person who built this statue. Duh.
A Link to the Past just came out on the Wii U Virtual Console, so I've got a...
Ooh,
I've never actually finished that game. Some of you... I can't remember if I've mentioned that on Hero before or not.
you have to finish the game and get all 20 heart pieces and get every item. I believe there are one or two items that are optional, and those are the ones that are mainly the ones you throw to the fairy fountain and the oh, what is it? The dude in the waterfall. Spoilers.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what any of this is. So yeah, that
Also-
might be something I do later on.
I'd like to make note, if you guys didn't notice this, or if nobody's noticed this before, but each statue has one unique feature to it.
I did not know that.
Eye color.
No. So, excuse me. Furore, the pearl that we just put into the Furore statue, has ears, whereas Nehru's statue has a mouth.
Oh, it's the monkeys,
Yeah.
right?
And
See no evil,
no.
see no evil.
And wow,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
Yeah, you need the bow and arrow, which I didn't realize
Yeah,
at that point in time.
Yeah. And Din's statue has a nose.
Hear no evil, see no evil, smell no evil. I believe that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best part in Planet of the Apes.
But yeah, just a little interesting.
Interesting. Also, I think the eye color is different too.
Whoa.
I'm just
Because
saying,
Each pearl
I'm just
is a
saying.
color.
Yeah, that's,
Each pearl
that's
is a
true.
different color mark. That's why.
There's something sparkly in the ocean. What's that?
It's a bottle.
Ice spark.
Because
Just
people
somebody's
take
selfie.
selfies. People take selfies and throw them in the ocean.
Yeah, somebody took a selfie with Din. LOL, just chilling with Din. See, look, she has a nose. There you go. Also, to note,
The
she
Gerudos
has a
had
nose.
big noses, and they
No,
had red skin. That's
No,
the connection.
no, the connection is between Din's pearl and the Rito.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Doritos?
yes.
Well,
I
look,
hope they're Cool
Look at
Ranch.
this.
what do you think of
This
this
is the
Nintendo's directing in these cutscenes, Mark? How's that camera work?
It's not bad.
This is beautiful.
I don't think he was specifically hiding. Okay, that blew up.
Oh god, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
She's got whirlwindy breastplates for some reason.
Whirlwindy breastplates are the best kind of breastplates.
I always do Furore last.
So are these? I assume this is set up in such a way that you can, that it is no matter which island you go to, it'll shoot out the correct light from whichever island you started from, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. They didn't even do that in Portal 2.
Really?
It's the giant penis tower.
I haven't
Like
played
the-
Portal
ah!
2 yet. How crazy is
Oh,
that?
then I won't explain the thing that I noticed. Oh God!
It's kind of weird, my whole thing, like, cause I love the original
Oh,
Portal,
God.
and then Portal 2 was like more Portal, and I was like, I loved Portal. I'll play it one day.
Dan, you suck.
Yeah, I do. There's too many games
You
to play.
ever think that Link wanted to get a life vest of some sort?
See, my thing is, how come he didn't drown there? I'm assuming the
It's-
King of Red Lions just kind of cruised up to the Tower of the Gods, which would have taken a long ass fucking time.
Maybe Link was in
He
the
could
air
only
for a
swim
long
for
time.
30 seconds.
Link went up
Maybe.
really, really high.
This
it was
is
like
true.
atmosphere levels.
This is
Yeah, he
true.
was like in Skyward Sword levels of height.
Can we go one episode without Skyward Sword coming up?
Apparently not.
No.
I'll make sure when I play through that for this series that we'll talk about
We always
everything
reference
but
Wind Waker.
Skyward Sword.
Oh man, a lot of people took selfies at the Tower of the Gods, apparently.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Social networking and games.
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, so join us next time as we start our ascent
Oh, look
of
at
the
that-
Tower of the
look at that
Gods up to
face.
Jess's favorite boss.
Look at the face, it's just throwing up. It's just like, bleh.
Thank you, Jess. And thank you, Mark, for throwing up.
Bleh.
Catch us next time.